And of course you've heard about me. I'm the black sheep. That's the goat.
Your husband doesn't mean a thing to you.
He does. I'll always be faithful to him.
Heaven forgive me. Perhaps you would call it a prayer.
You've had this coming for a long time, Sheriff. Yes, and I've been looking forward to it.
You touch that kid, I tear you apart, see?
Yeah.
For the sacrifice. Now that's a sheep.
Have you ever wondered how many brilliant Hollywood classics have slipped through the cracks of time? We often hear about the Golden Age as a glittering parade of must-see hits, with big stars and timeless stories dominating the screen. Yet, in the same era, there were movies so daring, visually stunning, or unexpectedly heartfelt that they didn't get the recognition they deserved. While films like Gone with the Wind and Casablanca became household names, countless others fell into obscurity. Today, we're peeling back the curtain on these overlooked masterpieces to reveal the creativity, controversies, and untold stories that made them special. Buckle up as we uncover the top 7 most underrated Golden Age Hollywood films. Number 7, The Scarlet Empress, 1934.
Your husband doesn't mean a thing to you.
He does. I'll always be faithful to him.
And what may a lover be?
A lover is a man, not a husband, who loves you with all his heart and whom you love in return.
Josef von Sternberg's The Scarlet Empress is a visual feast that reimagines the life of Catherine the Great. Starring the enigmatic Marlene Dietrich, this film is anything but a typical historical drama. Von Sternberg used grotesque, oversized sets and hauntingly beautiful cinematography to create a surreal world that reflects Catherine's rise to power. Symbolism is woven into every scene, sidestepping the censors while delivering provocative commentary on power and desire. Despite its audacity, audiences in the 1930s were bewildered by its avant-garde approach, and the film was overshadowed by more conventional narratives. The production code of the 1930s and 1940s enforced strict moral guidelines on Hollywood films. While it shaped much of the era's storytelling, it also stifled creativity. Yet some filmmakers, like Sternberg, pushed boundaries in ways that went unnoticed at the time. Today it stands as a testament to von Sternberg's artistic genius. Number 6, The Picture of Dorian Gray, 1945.
If it were only the other way, if it were I who was always to be young, and the picture that was to grow old. Heaven forgive me. Painting, I made a wish. Perhaps you would call it a prayer. Explanation, and you're not to ask for any. But if you try to look at that picture, Basil, on my word of honor, I will never speak to you again.
Oscar Wilde's eerie novel found new life in this chilling adaptation by Albert Lewin. While most films of the time avoided direct depictions of moral decay, The Picture of Dorian Gray used shadows, psychological tension, and stunning Technicolor inserts of the infamous portrait to convey its haunting themes. The film's exploration of vanity and hedonism was too subtle for some audiences and too daring for others, leading to its lukewarm reception. Over time, its bold artistic choices have earned it recognition as a masterpiece of psychological horror. Golden Age Hollywood was renowned for its screwball comedies, but not every gem received the lasting attention it deserved. Here are 3 hilarious films that continue to delight audiences willing to give them a chance. Number 5, Libeled Lady, 1936.
I always come down for a plunge. I've even stayed here all night.
What? Here, alone?
Yes, there's nothing to be afraid of.
You've had this coming for a long time, Sheriff. Yes, and I've been looking forward to it.
We'll settle it right now.
With interest. Yeah.
You big coward, you must have hit him when his back was turned. Oh, how dare you!
It's all tied up with my childhood. Trees, the air, the water, even the frog.
Hello. Could you hear all right, or shall we start over?
Oh, hello.
Bring every coin you meet. There are lots of wooden nickels in circulation.
Right.
Oh, yes. In fact, I'm glad now that you didn't come.
Oh, you are? Why this change of heart?
What happens when you combine William Powell, Myrna Loy, Jean Harlow, and Spencer Tracy in a screwball comedy? Pure magic. Libeled Lady delivers a chaotic yet charming story of lawsuits, fake marriages, and romantic mishaps. Harlow shines with her razor-sharp wit and comedic timing, while Powell and Loy bring the chemistry that made the Thin Man series famous. Unfortunately, Libeled Lady was released during a time when audiences were overwhelmed with stellar comedies, and it was overshadowed by bigger hits. Still, it remains a delightful romp for anyone craving old Hollywood humor. Number 4, Holiday, 1938.
When I feel a worry coming on, you know what I do. There!
And of course you've heard about me. I'm the black sheep. That's the goat. Well, I'm glad if it is. We're all grand at 17. It's after that the sickness sets in.
Well, I feel very well myself.
Now, don't you say a word about Leopold. He's very sensitive.
For the sacrifice. Now that's a sheep.
This Cary Grant and Katharine Hepburn classic often gets overlooked in favor of their more famous collaborations, like Bringing Up Baby. In Holiday, Grant plays a free spirit who wants to take time off to find himself, clashing with his ambitious fiancée while bonding with her bohemian sister, played by Hepburn. The film's themes of self-discovery and rejecting societal norms were ahead of their time, making it a thought-provoking and funny masterpiece that deserves more recognition. Number 3, The More the Merrier, 1943.
Is that good or bad?
$8,600 a year.
That's good.
And putting on your eggs at 7:25, you make your bed. 7:26, I make my bed. And then while you're eating your eggs, I take...
How long you been engaged? 2 years, I bet.
22 months. I'm used to nobody.
Set against the backdrop of World War II's housing shortage, this romantic comedy stars Jean Arthur as a woman who sublets her apartment to 2 unlikely roommates, leading to hilarious and heartfelt moments. Charles Coburn's performance as a meddlesome matchmaker earned him an Oscar, but The More the Merrier has largely been forgotten in favor of more famous comedies of the era. Its clever script and unique setting make it a must-watch for fans of classic Hollywood. The Golden Age wasn't just about glitz and glamour. Some of the most impactful dramas tackled difficult themes with subtlety and depth. Unfortunately, these films were often too unconventional to achieve mainstream success. Number 2, Make Way for Tomorrow, 1937.
You see, the house isn't ours anymore. The bank is taking it over.
Come on, Pa.
They didn't have my size.
Come to live with one of us until we can get ourselves straightened out.
Find time to tell us.
Leo McCarey's Make Way for Tomorrow is a heartbreakingly realistic portrayal of aging and family dynamics. The story follows an elderly couple forced to live apart when their children can't support them together. Its raw emotional honesty was groundbreaking, but also too painful for many audiences to embrace. McCarey later said he wished he had won an Oscar for this film instead of The Awful Truth, as he considered it his finest work. Today, it's celebrated as a deeply empathetic and timeless drama. Number 1, Captain's Courageous, 1937.
Oh, thanks.
2 blocks is where I want to see her. Oh, my beautiful lady.
People learn songs. Songs aren't just inside of people like that.
You touch that kid, I tear you apart, see?
Yeah?
Me, Manuel talking, I tear you apart, see?
And while you're aboard, I'll pay you wages. $3 a month.
$3?
Now, come on, Tony.
Oh, my golly, I'm gonna have lots of money.
And with my $3 a month, I'll have $9, won't I?
Sure. We're very rich men now, huh?
Victor Fleming's Captain's Courageous is an epic tale of redemption and personal growth. The film follows a spoiled boy who learns humility and resilience aboard a fishing boat, guided by Spencer Tracy's unforgettable portrayal of a kind-hearted Portuguese fisherman. Despite winning Tracy an Oscar, the film has been largely overshadowed by Fleming's other blockbusters like The Wizard of Oz and Gone with the Wind. Its themes of transformation and camaraderie still resonate, making it a hidden gem worth rediscovering. The Golden Age of Hollywood gave us more than just the classics we know by heart. Beneath the surface lies a treasure trove of films that dared to be different, whether through experimental visuals, daring themes, or unforgettable performances. These 7 movies remind us that true cinematic brilliance isn't always defined by box office success or cultural ubiquity. So, Which of these hidden gems will you watch first? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into the forgotten corners of film history.